Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode. And we got an intruder here. What's up there? Huh? You might be wondering what this is. This is my collection of kerosene lamps. These are the kind of lamps that I had when I was growing up Amish. These two I didn't, but especially something like this, would be something you'd see in Amishville. That's what we used for light. We didn't have electric light. We did have the Coleman gas lantern, which I don't have. We burnt camp fuel in those. Those were way brighter than these. For most of my growing up years, is what we had for light. So I haven't lit them in a while. They need to be filled. So let's fill them. I don't use kerosene. I use lamp oil or lamp fuel. This is called clean heat. What I use. It doesn't sour. It doesn't go bad after a while. It lasts for a very long time. Kerosene sours real easy, and then when it sours, your wick in here, that's what you see in here is the wick. It croats up pretty bad, eats your wick. You gotta trim it, waste more of the wick. And also once you fill it, then you gotta make sure that it burns nice. So clean it out a little bit. See how nice it burns. The flame isn't even, and the flame burns however shape you trim your wick. That's how the flame burns. So if your wick is slanted like that, and your flame will do that as well, and it'll smolder a lot more. You cut it straight off, and you have a nice round flame. That's amazing how that works. That's a key. Okay. It's amazing how that little flame will throw so much heat. You can roast a marshmallow on top of here. In fact, we've done it. Roast a marshmallow on there. That one looks good. You want to blow it out? Boom, done.
If we tried it, we can make it. But don't we ever just take some chances and stop your thinking and start your living. Get your shoes on.
When you fill it up, it'll probably last. You use it every night, it'll probably last you 3-4 nights, straight. If you
we could solve.
If you use it every night, all night, every night, or whatever you use it every night when you work or whatever, it'll probably last you, 3-4 nights before you gotta refill it again. So I like to do it when I watch a movie or a show or something like that. I like to light those up and then make some popcorn, and you know, I love that. As part of my heritage of growing up Amish, and as part of it I haven't really gotten rid of, or part of it I've actually reclaimed. There was a time I didn't have any of these on hand, but I went to antique stores and stuff and started buying them, and here we are. Okay, this little light I've never lit as well. Really tiny, cute little light.
You're the king of Carolina. You're the singer. Your band's behind you. Crowds around you.
It's just fun for me to play around with this stuff, you know, and get it to work again and stuff, you know. That's a cute little lamp.
Rumor has it there's an angel in the crowd where you guys are playing. We've been drinking, so now we're praying they don't find us, 'cause man, we're wasted. Feels like time is making fun of me.
And these are kerosene lanterns. That's something we had out in the barn or the milk cows when we were doing chores. Hang it up, you know. Probably we never had a barn fire, but we were always very careful. So you wonder, well, how do you go at it to light it or blow it out? This little lever right here. You pull it down. There you are. That's how you blow it out. That's how you light it. Even has a little notch in there where it holds it. You pop it out, it goes down. Then you want to take the chimney out. This here is spring loaded. Hold this. Peel the chimney out sideways. Chimney's out. Bingo. Back in the day when things were simple, you know. If you got a cloudy chimney, that means that your light won't be as bright. You got a nice clean chimney, the flame will penetrate through there a lot easier, and you have a nice clear light. All kinds of little tricks to make your lantern a little bit better and a little bit brighter. Once in a while, us kids would drop one of these or bang it against something, and it would get broken, and mom and dad would have to order a new one. They always kept one or two in hand for those kind of freak accidents. But I just love messing with it, you know. There we are. A nice clean chimney. It's just a simpler lifestyle way back when, and I like to keep that memory alive. You can take me out of the Amish, but you can't take the Amish out of me. And that's a little bit true. But, you know, tradition is nothing to be ashamed of, you know. There's a lot of people who wouldn't know how to do this kind of stuff, you know. So I feel blessed and privileged to be able to do that. Now I have left, I get to have the best of both worlds. I can deviate what I like and what I don't like. What I like, I keep. What I don't like, I toss away. I don't have to, you know, live it. And so I get to live the best of both worlds. You don't have to be Amish to live a simple life, or be old school, old-fashioned, whatever you call it. You don't have to be Amish. You can be anybody. I trim it just a little bit. Okay, let's try it out now. See how the flame is shaped different? Because I trimmed it. It burns a lot better. It's not this pointed flame. That is beautiful. Look at that. That's a perfect flame. Wow. That's how it's done, boys. That's how it's done. Now, let's turn off the lights and light these lamps and see what it looks like back in the day. You guys want to do that? And just look how much light this one carries. That little lamp, how much light that, I mean, that'd be like a cute little night light, you know? Turn it down low. The stick matches, it's easy to do it. The book match is a little bit harder. There's one, there's two. You know how much brighter it gets when you put the chimney on? There's all these little tricks that help reflect the light. There we are. The chimney shields the flame from blowing out when you're walking. Let's hang them up. There. That's how we do it. I mean, it's amazing how four to five lamps like this in one area is pretty bright, you know? Just a little flame. There we go. So guess what? When there's a power outage around here, I won't really know it because I got plenty of lights.
Gunsmoke, starring James Arness as Matt Dillon.
This is how I like to shave. This is how the old Westians did it, this is how I do it. Don't take much. I like to shave about twice a week, maybe 3 times. Anyway, have a clean shave, my friends. However you do it, that's how I like to do it because I'm nostalgic and old school. Good afternoon. Today, I'm going to make something I haven't made before. Peanut butter cookies. And again, it's my mama's recipe. So hopefully y'all will enjoy it. And hopefully it'll come out right. So let's get started. I had one of the people in my comments ask me if I would read out the measurements of the recipe as I do it. I will do that. I will also put it on the screen as I'm going along. That way you can copy, you can rewatch the video and write it and copy it. That's if it turns out. So that's what we're going to do. Peanut butter cookies, my favorite. And this is my wheat that I milled a couple weeks ago. It's got out of the freezer. It requires 2.5 cups of flour. Okay. One cup sugar. 1 cup brown sugar. 2 teaspoons baking soda. Just a tad bit more. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Mix together your dry ingredients before you add the butter and the eggs and stuff. Okay. So I need 1 cup of butter in here. You probably wonder why I haven't been painting lately. Well, I wanted to put painting on the back shelf for a little bit because it got to be too much. 1 cup butter, or melted butter, I should say. 2 eggs. Now, I didn't go exactly by the recipe, you know. For the cup of butter, it actually says half shortening, but I don't like shortening. Shortening vegetable oil, I just don't use that, so I use butter. And but I'll put the recipe in the description box below. I'll have it on the screen, and you can listen to me read it off. Hopefully, y'all be able to copy it. and you can improvise how you see fit, you know. So yeah, I'm hoping it'll turn out pretty good. I haven't had a peanut butter cookie in a while. Have a taste test here. Lips smacking good. Or as Colonel Sanders would say, finger licking good. Both qualify for that taste. Okay, I got the oven heating up, and we're gonna put some cookies in the sheet here, and I'm gonna oil this thing up so they don't stick to the bottom. Just a little bit of olive oil, not much, just a little bit. You want to roll it in a ball, put it on here, and slightly press it a little flatter. You don't want to press it too flat. You want to have a nice thick cookie, you know. Okay, she's ready. Can't help myself. Well, let's see what we got. Was that the biggest cookies you ever saw? Those cookies are made for giants. Oh man. Yeah. I definitely think I made them too big. I definitely would say that. Those are made for giants. When I was growing up, my mother had a cookie jar identical to this one. Same color, shape, size, everything. I was in some kind of antique store somewhere. I think it was in Dickinson. And I saw this and I said, I gotta buy that and take it home. It reminds me so much of home. So we're gonna put it to use finally, this big old apple. Yep. Just gotta clean it up a little bit. I've actually never used it. I definitely want to try it out, see what it tastes like. Good thing the size doesn't dictate the flavor, huh? I'm just looking at that like that looks like some rookie made some cookies for giants, huh? Yeah, it's all trial and error, you know. Don't get it right the first time, or keep practicing until you get it right, you know. Oh wow! See, that little bit of oil I put on there just made so it wouldn't stick. That is one big cookie. I won't even fit in there. Look at that. It won't even fit in there. I need a bigger cookie jar. Oh man. That's a big cookie, guys. That's a big cookie. I think I kept it in there just a little bit too long. Now, I gotta try out my cookie. So, the best part is here. I made it, I baked it, and now I get to eat my own cookie. So, I'm gonna get a glass of milk, and we're gonna try this sucker out. Just falls apart in my mouth. It's so good. All that butter in there is a really good flavor. Nothing better than a fresh peanut butter cookie and some cow's milk, fresh off the farm. No pasteurized, just raw milk. Here's to you. I'm sorry, guys, I just can't help myself. Hey, let's see if we can't make a little bit smaller cookie, right? Round 2. Well, that batch is a little bit better. I might actually be able to fit these all in here. Well guys, this pan I'm actually kind of proud of. They turned out okay. They weren't as dark, and they're the perfect size. So, what do they say? The third time's a charm? I think that's the case with this one. Hey guys, tonight we're gonna make a little movie treat. Some popcorn. We're gonna make it without a popcorn popper. We're just gonna have this kettle here, and we're gonna I put some olive oil in there. So this is about what you want. You know, you want to make sure the bottom is covered. You know, otherwise the kernels are gonna burn on there. You know, so even maybe a little bit more wouldn't hurt. Don't use butter. Do not put butter in here, but it will always burn. It doesn't matter how much you put in there; it will always burn. Before the popcorn is popped, it burns. You have to have olive oil, shortening, whatever you use. I wouldn't recommend shortening, but olive oil, beef tallow, pork. You know, you use lard. You know, that kind of stuff. You know, that's good for that. Yep. This is how we made popcorn when I was growing up Amish. We didn't have no popcorn popper, none of those, even hand crank one. For a long time, we just had this, you know, and it works just fine. You don't need no electric popcorn popper. All you need is some oil and some popcorn. You just want the bottom to be covered. So I don't really measure. I just eyeball it. And you'll get the hang of it after a couple of times, you know. To make sure the bottom is covered, you know. After you do that, you make sure you put the lid on. And now until this thing gets full. I'm going to keep this shaking this because the bottom rises up in the middle a little bit in these kettles, and so you may have to make sure you always keep the lid closed and keep shaking it. You know, every once in a while just go shake it a little bit. Keep the oil on there so it doesn't burn. This is how we made popcorn growing up. We made it in big batches, and that's how I like to do it. I even got some Amish country popcorn from the pharmacy. I doubt if this was actually raised by Amish people, but they, you know, it's a selling point for them. So, oh, there it is. It's starting. You hear that? It's starting to come. Turn it off. Let it finish. Look at that. Party time. In here. You know, you always gonna have a little bit of burning in the bottom, but not bad, you know. I got some sour cream and onion. You put on whatever you like. I got sour cream and onion. We're gonna put it on there and mix it up. Oopsie. Oh, some good popcorn there. Mmm. Oh yeah. Well, folks, there's your popcorn. I'm ready to go watch some Gunsmoke. Y'all have a good week.